Welcome, everyone, to Beckoned Development Weekly Stream, Episode 7. Oh, God, I hope that every bit of this audio ends up working up. Dwight, you with me, bro?
How are you?
Doing good, man. What's up, everybody? What's everyone doing today? We'll get all this craziness figured out real quick. Get Dwight up on the screen. There he is. Welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing today? You all in the chat? How is the audio? Can everyone hear the music? Can everyone hear me? And can everyone hear Dwight? Say hello, Dwight.
Hello, Dwight.
There you go. Love it, man. Just need to check in the chat, guys. Just let us know if everything's magically working. Reese! We hope that your surgery went well, darling. It's excellent to see you here today. Yep. Awesome. Kenton says everything's working fine. Woohoo! Guys, we did it. It took us 7 episodes, but it looks like we got it. Yeah. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are excited to be back with you again this Friday. We got a few things to talk about. If anything gets too loud on the levels, like if you can't hear Dwight speak or the music's too loud, just let us know and we shall adjust some stuff. Right now, to me, it's pretty loud in my ears, so but it's my key to really hearing everyone, so or everything going around. Anyway, welcome again. Everybody good, everybody good. So, I will be working on some art today. Me and Dwight have been drilling out this week on the things we've been talking about over the past couple episodes. Just overnight, he pulled some crazy stuff and jumped us a bit ahead of projections. But we are working to finalize this demo out, and we're ahead of schedule, and it's exciting. So if I could push these lit sprites out so much more faster, we would be getting that in your all's hands that much quicker. But we're taking our patience to make a good product, and or a good demonstration of our product. But yeah, things are good. So oh yeah, hi Richard Wasson, Bud, Kenton, yeah, Scoots is in. Now Kenton, hold on. If you're saying your UFO stuff and Kenton Bailey, which one you in today, bro? Yeah. Dwight definitely pulled over some programming profits. Alright, Dwight, you ready to talk a little bit about some stuff that we have planned?
Sure.
Alright, so over the past few episodes, guys, I was talking about how we're going to be starting a Kickstarter. Again, it's when the timing's right. It looks like potentially fall or winter. We'll keep you all updated on that. But when we do, we already have our Kickstarter basically designed, and again, this is a little repetitive from last episode, I believe. We've got everything planned out. We're ready to go, except for getting our demo finalized and our trailer basically set up. Part of the Kickstarter, or any Kickstarter campaign, is the stretch goals. If we surpass the set goal that we expect, we could give more into the game mechanics, more in just the scope of the game, I guess, and you know, it makes a little bit of sense as long as we don't go too far with that expectation. So I have a couple I've got a screenshot that was made before Dwight had came in and started programming, but we have already talked about the plausibilities of building this and the logic, skeletal, theories behind how all this can work. And it is only towards the higher tier stretch goals. So I want to kind of switch over to Photoshop right now and show you guys what we're talking about, or what I'm talking about. Try to get into that a bit. So let me get rid of this full screen banner. Yeah. All right. And oh yeah, that's what we're going to be working on a little bit later today, is Leign's Idles and getting them lit like that, so everywhere else. But for right now, this is a concept piece that I was creating, and
Holy crap, I've not seen that in a while.
no. So this is Talbathus Rockwoods. This is just outside of the town of Burkett. I do have a large chunk of the level sketched out on graph paper, that self-made isographic paper, isometric, paper. Anyway, ended up creating this concept to kind of explain a little bit about how our gardening system, why would we put a gardening system in there. A lot of the environments are very lush with a lot of detail that I'm putting in just to creating a new world, just in general. And in a lot of those older games, they were great to look at and beautiful, but they also felt pretty static. My buddy Kenton ended up turning me on to games like Harvest Moon and what was that? Kenton, help me out. What's that big one?
You didn't play Sailor Moon or anything?
No, Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon. What's the other one, Kenton? The one that was just recent. I can't. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. It's a farming simulator. So I played that quite a bit and really enjoyed it. It's very simple mechanics, and also learned that game, and from what I understand, in its entirety, was developed, and the artwork and the music was done by one guy. Again, a pattern savant, if you ask me. So, looking at the isometric grid system that we had set up for our environments, I also started seeing the possibility of giving the players the ability to grow their own gardens or resources to be able to use grinding away at battles if they have to. I'm going to try to balance, we're going to try to balance the game around to make sure it's not grind heavy, but have sections of the game that if you want to grind and level the crap up, you can. So, but resources kind of keep that cycle of gameplay going. And it just allows the player to give their own touch to that environment. So I wanted to know, get a little bit of people's impressions on this. And Dwight, do you have anything to say about this, just offhand?
Well, I know we talked about it early on, and we were discussing kind of how to put this together, and it's something that we've really not put in this current build, and so it's something that we should look at it and revisit. But I think we were talking about making it more of a stretch goal, and I think you mentioned that. So the thought behind this is just being able to put this together on what we currently have. So, kind of like what you have as far as the boxes and what could be plannable and not be plannable. So I think it's definitely something that we look at. It's interesting. It'd be awesome just to be able to put that stuff together where we could kind of just have you customize some of the items and put stuff together and use recipes and stuff. So I'm interested in it. It'd be cool.
So yeah, Kenton said he liked the idea of environment interaction, makes it more alive, and that's kind of where the kind of mechanical direction I wanted to go with it. You get games like Skyrim or MMOs where The players don't just play it to hack away or grind away at the leveling, or 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 looting the treasure. It's some people like to just sit and live in it too. If the game mechanics allow you to do that. So that's kind of why I stuck it in a stretch goal, because I'd really like people to have that feeling that they can put themselves. And that's why it also says early morning gardening, because if we do a gardening system, I'd like to have some sort of, maybe not day-night cycle that's actually in real time, but maybe as you come back into a new section or reload of the level, it's a new time of day. Something a little bit more static than that.
So we're going full on Sims and stuff, huh?
Well, Joe said something like that. Game is half town sim, half dungeon crawler. Town sim, I guess you could call it that.
No, but there's been some good discussion on that, right? So we've talked about some of this stuff, where then turn around, if you kind of get into a spot where the difficulty is maybe just a little bit beyond your reach to gain further access into the game, where then you can kind of revert to this and just take and crawl around a little bit, get some gardening done, get some stuff built up, bring some things back together. So instead of us just having stuff where you just pick up items all over the place, then this would help.
Yeah, and Joe had also mentioned back when, I believe when we were playing the demo, his question, I believe back then, was there a way that we could tell what type of enemies are going to be in the encounters before going into the encounters? Basically, he's a very technical gamer from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but he likes to kind of have a lot of data to be able to calculate the risk before going in.
I think if there was something we put together...
We have tracks for the Miglop right now, and for Glags.
So we can tailor those.
We can tailor the tracks to describe which creatures are going to be in. But at the same time, I've also been, if we get stretch goals, worth of support, then there's no reason for me not to draw the creatures as well, walking around on the field, making that, along with the gardening and everything, just feel that much more alive.
Sure.
So same mechanics, but yeah.
Right.
But as it stands, Dwight, you had a few good ideas back in that, just about where our current version is, like, and where it could push, including that radar system that we got, the little mini-map radar. There's ideas about hunting being a scalable, accomplishment. Kind of, you can designate what type of... All right. I'm jumping ahead. Something we haven't put into this current build, but me and Dwight are in total agreement, and it's in the direction of the game, is being able to pacify the enemies. So since they're simple animals in this new world, we would be learning what foods these animals like. We might, as we level up, be able to gain a skill that we can already have that knowledge, or we can actually experiment by throwing items out there on the combat field, and if the enemy likes them,
see what it attracts.
Yeah, see what attracts them or what it likes. If it likes it enough, it will retreat battle and no longer ambush you, which means it will no longer appear in battle in the field. But what that also allows you to do is, once you've accomplished that step of pacifying it, back in explore state, just running around like you see here, you can selectively grab that ingredient that they like and throw it out on the field, and that particular enemy will spawn where the bait is. And when you bring your players into combat after baiting an enemy, the players have battle advantage. So
right, because you're actually luring them in, so you're setting a trap nearly.
Right.
Well, and we haven't talked about the amount that you recover. So do you um, actually retrieve everything that's there, or do we pick up a partial amount? And is there pros and cons to both? Do we punish you for taking all of it? Do we reward you for taking some? You know, that kind of thing.
Right, right, right. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes showing you guys a little bit of a glimpse of some of our stretch goal ideas. Um, we have there are other mechanics like I was talking about with the hunting where that system would give you bonuses and stuff. The gardening allows you to craft specific items that can also give you bonuses. So there's a lot of ideas that can scale out to craziness. So that was that. I'm also wanting to give a few shout outs to some people towards the end of this today. So, and I believe one of those guys is Joe. Hey, Joe, how's that comic book coming, buddy? Joe's already building his strategy. Yeah, the his comment about with RPGs, he likes to have his exact data, his numerical data. That is a very common thing throughout. Joe, what was that game that Battle Crashers? Battle Crashers is exact. There is no random roll in the background. You can calculate to the digit everything that's gonna happen. He loves that, but you know we've talked about randomized rolls in the background as well. So, oh, did I say Battle Crashers? Battle Chasers. My bad. I probably just
We talked some about that. So we even could take and do a skill that you end up acquiring where it would allow you some of that, right? So you could have that detail that available to you prior to, I think.
So yeah,
But I think it would be something that you would learn, that you would acquire. It's not just going to be something out of the gate that you're going to have.
right, right, right. And so with that, again, I just wanted to note about that and let everybody kind of understand we do have larger plans than our base build, and so yeah, as time goes on, we'll show more. Uh, as the timeline is going right now, and Dwight, if I'm wrong, call me out. And guys, too, don't hold this too concrete, but by episode 10, it looks like we might be able to do another play. And that new play would be our audio syncing up a lot better than it was at episode 4. And a few other just tightening up some mechanics and stuff. If that happens, we might be able to get, if we're ready for that, we might be able to get a few of you already playing it. In which case, we probably won't show the ending, but we might. I don't know. It depends on how everything rolls by episode 10. So that's kind of just some thoughts that I've been having. And again, if Dwight's sitting there going, "What's he saying?" let me know. So, but Leign, that's kind of what I was saying I was gonna be working on. I'm kind of moving a bit fast though. Like I said, I want to give a few minutes towards the end to some buddies. So, was there anything anyone did have any questions on or anything? I'm trying to sit there and think about things I've thought all this week, and it's been nuts. So, as far as story concept stuff, I pretty much have a pretty good idea of where the ending of Beckoned and how that's gonna play out. It's been something I've held tightly for a while, but I think got a good way of writing that where it's gonna hit a little bit better. So excited about that. Excited about some other things too. We'll talk about them later. You know. But yeah, what's hard right now is I want to show Dwight's work off because it's been crazy, and I'm trying to get these sprites done to make that work look so much better. He has really done some magic over the past few days. So, and with other things happening, I guess it's back on me to catch back up. So,
we'll get there. It'll be all right.
Oh yeah. How's your staircase going?
It's coming. A little more, little by little.
Reese, we hope your recovery is good. And anybody else, hope everything else is, everybody's health is okay. Everything else, I'll just get into my animation. So, last time I was working on... Oh yeah, Wizard, what's up? So, yeah, sculpture, I had to hit Harry up and tell him an update on the sculpture. It was a mistake on mine. He was doing good in the first place. But, so, he was like, all good, man. But yeah, to the animations. Last time I was animating, I was talking about going from frame to frame and changing the, when the pose changes so dramatically, it's pretty tedious because you have to literally draw the light for each frame, and it's very different. What you're going to be seeing in this is me copy and pasting all the light files from the frame previous, and then selectively adjusting them onto the unlit form. So on that case, I'm going to blast into this and you'll get to it. Because my last happy tree turned out looking like an evil Joker weird looking tree. There's no more happy trees here. So
all right, a happy bush. Let's do a happy bush.
No happy bushes, you know. So
come on.
They're in it. You know what? You want the happy trees and the happy plants and the happy bushes. They'll be in the game.
Happy loading.
Happy loadings too. We, you know. No, in all seriousness, if I do, as this series or as this YouTube channel goes on, I'll probably be adding videos of me doing the sprites for the plants and the level stuff. We're just really trying to get done what we got right now, and then I'll start moving around to all the other stuff.
Well, I think we do some happy shrooms in the loading mines.
Yeah, some glow shrooms.
Yeah.
It's a Skyrim shout out.
It would be so tempting to have it just open to loading mines and go do.
Maybe some new game plus special ending choices.
Yeah.
We could change the audio up. No, we couldn't do that. It'd be copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But come on.
It'd be fun.
Just change the note by one and be like, Vanilla Ice never copied Led Zeppelin.
20 years later, emulation will still be around, so for all you future emulatorists, mod it with Super Mario music. That would be awesome.
Hey, the DJs do it, so we could always try to melt some music together.
And this is why we are going to be hiring some music people.
Could you imagine playing Duck Hunt to Mario Brothers music or vice versa? The dog laughs at you while you're going down the pipe.
Whatever it was, yeah.
Alright, so you're just doing some shadow stuff and just gonna suck it over, or what?
Yeah, basically, piece by piece, go in and.
That dog sucked. I hated that dog.
Hey Joe, isn't that dog in the Smash Brothers, the newest Smash Brothers? I think it is, isn't it? Or was it a supposed extra character that was going to be coming out? I don't know. The dog from Duck Hunt in that would be funny.
Is Leign using his socks in that sling?
Say that again.
Well, instead of making his jelly ball with his socks, he put it in his sling.
Yeah, Wiz says it's the Duck Hunt dog is definitely a character in Smash Brothers. All right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
No, man, just some of that stuff was so classic, just because. Man, it was fun to play.
I used to date a girl that liked playing that game. She had a lazy eye. She was good at it too. She's good at it too.
Yeah.
I'd start the game up and just stare at her and watch that one eye just go up as soon as that bird would start showing up. No, I'm just joking. I heard that joke the other day and it was funny.
Careful who you're talking about, man. She might come around and get you.
Yeah, nah. It was a joke I heard a comedian say. I got to be more careful about it. But
the prison wine sock sling. Can we name that?
The prison wine sock. Oh man, that's funny. The prison wine sock sling. Oh goodness, I love it. What is it? Cue balls in a sock or a pillowcase?
Dude. Yeah, you do not want a pillow party, man. A sock party.
Oh man, see, I've already lost it. I'm so concentrated on laughing my butt off on this. I'm already redrawing stuff that's already over here.
Hey, that's fun though. We're good. It's fun.
So there's a reason you don't do that. I was saying that one of the older episodes is the shades and light and everything will shift in between the frames. So, whoops.
We'll stop them from doing that.
I'm just glad I caught it before the end of this episode. Oh.
Oh man. And so Anel's staff, is it like staff infection or is it?
Man, I just wish that you would say these things during the week so I could get those images pulled up. Because when you say stuff like that, I'm going, oh yeah, I had images breakdown of that, and then no, I can't just bring them up like that. So
you can't just draw it though. You can't draw a happy staph infection.
One of our spells is called infect, or something like that.
Oh, that's original.
So it can work.
Yeah. No, don't do infection. Call it clap. And then the
Okay. Okay, Dwight.
Oh, come on.
The channel is not made for children as marked right now, but we're definitely making certain high school education more important.
You have to at least Google that. I mean, so that's not too bad.
Maybe you have to, or maybe you hear it slung around your house all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Dad, what's clap? What do you mean?
Yeah, right. Kenton's over here going, what? Picard phase, right? Goodness.
Yeah, the clap trap.
Whoa! What? Oh no!
You might have to hit the pause button, man.
Oh.
Yeah, but you gotta have fun, man. That's good. That's fine. That's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Right, so what are you working on again?
This. What are you working on?
Trying to get my face to stop hurting.
Alright, well. So, yeah, guys, it's a...
Why is the Invisible Man, like, slowly disappearing? You're stealing parts from him and bringing him over, or what?
Yep. Basically.
Huh.
Are
you copyrighting your own material?
Yes, of course, Dwight. Why put me on blast like that, huh?
I mean, it kind of looks like you're stealing your stuff.
Oh, good lord.
That is cool, though, dude. I kind of like the silhouette, man. Man, that'd be cool, dude. Throw those three together if you had those.
I've got ideas. That's gonna happen, and it involves things like this.
That's kind of cool looking.
Mm-hmm. And what I can show. So what this does, I think I was talking about this. This allows us to generate light maps or normal maps. Let me show you a quick video of what that's gonna look like for our sprites when they are totally lit. I'm gonna try to show this. Let's see. Give me a quick second to add this to. Again, if this fails, and I become or try to become a comedian, don't invite you.
Hey, man, I can be your Hitler.
Controlled opposition might be a good angle.
You never know.
Never know.
They would never suspect us. I mean, you know, look how different we look.
I want to say thank God, but I also don't want people to correct me. Or us. Let's see. I am trying to find.
Hey, do you need a man to help you?
Why? No. We don't need that.
Okay.
We don't need that. I'm just trying to figure out what. I'm sitting here trying to find how to show this video up here. I'm just gonna.
Were you trying to find the normal map stuff where you had the light and you were moving it back and forth?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think what's going to be neat is getting that put together and being able to see it change on the characters.
That's why I'm trying to show it. I'm just not quite too sure how to. I've got it up on the player, but it's not wanting to play.
Ask Cortana. Hey, Cortana, find normal map. I wonder how many people's computers popped up.
Oh, great, yeah. He's creating trouble out here. Alright, forget that. I'll probably upload it to the website soon. Dang it. I really wanted to show that.
Could be something. Hey Alexa, search for normal map.
Let's see.
don't know if my Siri would pull it up or not.
Oh, I got it. All right, so I'm gonna full screen this.
5 minutes of my life I won't get back.
Well, that's what your personality is for. So, guys, if you could see right there how I'm moving a light source around a sprite. So, yeah. And of course, it closed on me after the first play. But you saw that, guys, right? You must. I don't know if it'll do it again, but it's not wanting to be too cooperative. There we go. So that's a second go, but you can see how the light source moves around, and how the normal map gives the Miglops sprite form. So we've done this with flipbook animations as well, and it works. I have a whole animation somewhere of the thing breathing with the light source. So we light all of our sprites that way. We light the world that way. Really cool effects can be achieved. So that's why I'm pushing to hand paint the lighting on every sprite, is to generate those normal maps, which is going to give us this effect. So, woohoo! Yeah.
That's a lot of work to implement, but it does definitely bring a different dynamic to everything. I just thought it was cool that we were able to, in some of the testing, throw basically what looked like some torches in the scene, and then in the explore state, we've got Taj running around, and so he goes into the darker spot, and then to light him up. So that's going to be really cool.
Say that again. I was turning something and your audio went out.
Oh, serious? So
not everything, just like your last 6 seconds.
Just didn't come off right.
Your last 6 seconds of what you
Well, now you put me on the spot. I'm not sure what I said.
Isn't it sweet? Such revenge is sweet.
But no, we were talking about the lighting on that. So it was kind of cool when we put some of the lighting on the explore state with having Taj lit with the normal map. So then we kind of had some torches in some strategic spots where he would, go into out and start to be lit up on one side because of a torch in certain areas. So in the case of like the loading mines, that's going to come in really cool and look nice because you're down a mine, you're down where there's really no sunlight. So we're going to have to light that area up with something that looks real. So that's where this is going to help out quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why a lot of our builds seem really, really, really dark. Is a lot of that is me telling Dwight to take this vignette and throw it on it as a cheap old technique that was used in Super Nintendo stuff. Is if your computer chips could handle the memory, throw an overlay graphic on some stuff, and kind of clean up some of the Super Nintendo pixel graphics. Even though CRTVs fudged a lot of stuff, they still use certain techniques to kind of that they could, utilizing that limitation the best they could. So with us, we don't have that same limitation.
Can you imagine there probably already is a CRT app where you can look at stuff where it looks like you're looking at a CRT?
Certain emulators actually have a filter that that gives you what is called scan lines that emulate that, but all you're looking at is horizontal lines that kind of interrupt the pixel crisp image. Some have filters that fudge it, so
it's just crazy to look at what we're seeing now. I mean, I've got a CRT monitor sitting in the I just walked past it and I'm like, probably gonna give that away one day.
You came over with Immortal Champions.
Yeah.
I forget how old I was. That was Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis.
You weren't very old, and our parents' faces just melted.
Yeah. Especially when you uppercutted a dude into the flames.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, move over.
What I didn't do is bring the Beavis and Butthead game that I had. That would have been even worse.
Oh, sweet Vic.
It was wild, man. I saw some of those finishing moves not too long ago on some YouTube video that was actually pretty cool, showing some of that older gaming cinematics and stuff, and just seeing some of that Immortal Champion stuff pop up, like the helicopter that comes in and just mows that guy down.
Or the drive-by.
Yeah, so I can kind of see where the parents looked at that and kind of had a problem.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What would be a neat little research is to find out if Immortal Champions came out after the ESRB was created, after Mortal Kombat forced it to be created.
I don't know, man. I think it was around the same time, because that's about when I was... No, dude, Mortal Kombat was more around like 94.
So what are we talking about, 97? Are we talking 97? What are we talking?
I know I was playing Mortal Kombat in 94. Because that was freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Not to date it or anything, but I mean I know.
Oh, we just kick it old school. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was even earlier than that, because that it would have been 93.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It wasn't like 97 or so. It was 93. Oh yeah.
And I was playing that on the Genesis as well. So Immortal Champions was probably before that.
NBA Jam.
Was it Immortal Champions or Eternal Champions?
Oh, Eternal Champions. That's what it was. Did I say Immortal? No, Eternal Champions.
I think it was Eternal Champions.
It was.
And so then you had that bonfire in the middle that you could knock them into and light them up on fire.
The Warlock.
Man.
Yeah.
But that was a killer game, for what it was in the day. That was incredible. That was cool. And to have, and what also was nice and had some mystique to it is you had to find those.
Yeah, there wasn't well, I guess internet was super young at the time.
You didn't just Google, hey, how to finish so and so. You had to even have the magazine, or somebody showed you. I mean, that was word of mouth back then. I mean, even when Mortal Kombat was going around, I remember, what was it, Kane's back A. I mean, that was like the most simple finishing move.
Can I was your age?
If you didn't know it, you weren't seeing it. You didn't know it was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, for so much of that stuff coming out on the Sega, and then for that to die off, man, was a shame. Because I remember when a buddy of mine was mentioning PlayStation, and I just kind of looked at him funny. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Well, there is low cultures of game developers that produce low poly games in like the whole PlayStation era, PlayStation 1 era, the low poly graphics. People make new games.
PlayStation with Twisted Metal on it, man.
Yeah.
Once he did that, I was done.
Yeah, Twisted Metal was everywhere in Kentucky.
It was just, man, that was my game.
Yeah.
I played that so much.
Oh, yeah. I played Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VII, you know.
I just remember from
Tekken.
Introduction to Sony PlayStation. That's what it was. To me, it was Twisted Metal. Once I got a piece of that, it was on.
Oh yeah.
Got me, and so I'm looking at it, going, man, this is on a disc. What I don't, pull the disc out, I'm blowing on it. I'm blowing on it, trying to get the work right. It just doesn't do that.
Blowing on the disc. Oh, they had the disc buffers. The little buffing wheels.
Yeah. That's what got messed up, because then it gets scratched and you were toast. But man, I remember, where do I blow on this thing? Toothpaste apparently filled the cracks and made it. I remember that.
All kinds of
that too.
All kinds of weird tricks.
Little repair trick, yeah.
Oh.
It's wild, man. And then turn around, dude. That was over 20 years ago.
Yeah, Kenton said it. He remembers calling me and going, "It looks real, like it actually had perspective in it." And
because it had actual video in it. You know what I mean?
And
they were able to put
FMVs and everything, yeah.
And then so you're looking at it going, whoa!
But
then you play the game and say, oh, it's blocky and chunky. Okay, cool. But yeah, this is still neat.
What's funny is the same sensation happened a second time with the advent of the new VR generation.
Yeah.
That has total.
I remember playing, like the old Doom in a VR, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
No, but new Doom and new VR, nuts.
It's pretty sick. It's pretty wild.
VR is one of those branches of game development I really wish we can expand into much later.
We will. We're just not there yet.
So, speaking of that, we've got 10 minutes to go, and I do want to make sure I give my shout-outs to the people that I had said I'd say hey to, or I told them, I was like, hey, do you mind if I talk about your product real quick, just to share the love, let people know you're doing things. So, guys, as you can see what I was doing there, again, if we did another 2-hour episode, you could see more of it happening. Frankly, I moved too fast for that, and 1 hour is just enough for me to come in here and for us to go, hey, how you guys doing? Hope everything's good. Keep you guys updated. So, real quick, Dwight, do you have anything else to go with before I...
No, man, I'm just happy to see where we're at, like the progress that we're making, and wanna get some more stuff done.
Right. Oh yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. And like I said, everything that you did the other day actually pushed us ahead. So I have a little bit more wiggle room to kind of schedule some things out.
Your face looks good.
Your face looks good, Mr. Positivity.
I didn't melt it off, so it's over it okay.
Okay, all right, yeah. So. Alright guys, so to my personal wanted promos.
UE5 looks nuts with the capabilities they got. But no, throw some shout outs.
Yeah, UE5 does look nuts. Imagine what that's gonna do for VR.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nuts. Alright, so first and foremost, he's with us today. He's been with us a few episodes, is Joe Catapano. If you guys go to StarCircuitComic.com. You can check out his content there. He's got archives, dev blogs. You can check him out. He's supposed to be releasing that sometime soon. Not to put him on spot, Joe. The other thing is I did have in this little dealio here. So let me switch back over to Photoshop. He gave me this image to be sure I show it off and let people know. New action-packed cyberpunk comic coming soon. Star Circuit, a race mankind has never won. And I love his artwork. He's had a YouTube channel where he goes through and kind of built up for a few years his skill on putting this together. So Atlas is his main character, pulling things out. Wicked cool. So maybe I'm zoomed up too far. Sorry about that, Joe. Yeah, if you want to sign for notifications at his website, it's all there. So yeah. Again, man, Joe, love seeing this stuff. Hope to see it coming out soon. So, on to my...
The trailer was. There was a race of mankind has never won. Come on, let's go.
All right, so... on to another... like I said, his website's right here. And... Yeah. So... my next group of guys were some people that me, Harry, and Joe have worked with in the past. Alex Roberts and JoshH. They have this game Whiffle Blasters. It's on Steam. It's not available just yet, but it is coming soon. Head over there, add it to your wish list. I've played it at, I believe it was Play Orlando event last year. It's awesome. It's a top-down shooter, competitive. Single shot, and once you shoot, you basically have melee next, and it's one hit kill. So very fast gameplay, very repetitive, very party centric, if you ask me. They've got videos on their social medias showing other people play it. They've held a few competitions, so I can't. So cool. Yeah, I can't wait for it to come out so we could play it some. But yeah, that's Suckerbird Studios, so check them out. Whiffle Blasters, yeah. Hi, Josh and Alex. Hope you guys are doing good. We can't wait. The next shout out is to a group over in our local Orlando Indienomicon group, is where I met them. A great group of guys who are, if in my opinion, they are connected and leading the forefront in indie VR or VR tech in general. I say indie very loosely because these guys are very professional. They've got a good portfolio, very nice guys. But their website is 302 Interactive. If you are interested in their services that they offer, their work. So yeah, again, hi Kyle. I believe he's the team lead over there. So guys, thanks a lot for talking to me and giving me a few tips and tricks along the way. So anyway, that was my shout outs, all done in I guess 3 minutes. So meant for that to be more grand. My dog is whining. Usually he comes and says hi. What's up, Bubba? You got 7 minutes, Bubba. He might not make a showing, but anyway. So yeah, go check Joe's comic out. Go check out Whiffle Blasters. Go check out 302 and see what they're doing. If you're in Orlando, I am waiting for, I guess, the circumstances to allow public events and keeping my ear to the ground with Indienomicon and when they're meeting up. I think everything's been digital for the past few months, as it should be. But yeah, guys, how's everybody doing? We're at the last couple minutes here. Like I said in the first 2 episodes or something, this starts to devolve. So yeah.
I don't think we ran long last time, did we?
No, I think we ran pretty perfect last time. It was right there at 2. I was like, oh, we got 2 minutes left. So, should be pretty good.
All right, so we're getting Leign.
Yep.
Lit and shaded. So
Anel's done. Anel's already lit and shaded for what we're building. So
the Engage still waiting on getting lit and shaded.
Yeah, Leign is still waiting to be shaded for his Engage in this idol. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. And then after that, I get back to Taj and try to finish all of his animations.
Sure.
Well, I've got a few. I've got a good chunk of them already done, so I'm not.
That's going to be an undertaking. I mean, I've got a slot for him right now for Leign, so that we can get that taken care of and updated. That's going to look really good.
It completes it. Me and you were talking about it. Gives that storybook illustration feel to it to actually see him finished, lit, so and in the environment. So I'm super stoked.
So, with where we're headed, I think, like you're saying, but by episode 10, I think we're going to be in a really good spot, and then we'll get a few other things pulled in that we've talked about. So I'm excited. It's going to be cool.
Yeah. Guys, if you all like the gardening idea or whatnot, give me some shout outs on it. Would you like to see that happen? Because we might even be able to simplify it. You know, if people are really wanting it, it'd be that much of an addition. You know, we can make it smaller. You know, not so scalable.
Well, what you've talked about with like the bronze, silver, and gold build, so I think there might be even some tiers in that where we get more aggressive.
Yeah.
As we get through some tiering and stuff on that.
Yeah, that's just my basic breakdown to start with. Like you said, breaking it down into smaller chunks. I gotta work with this filter. I keep smacking it around everywhere. Yeah, but yeah, to get all those tiers probably broken down into smaller chunks as well. So that was an easy way for me to do a system of elimination with all of our features and kind of go, okay, this is everything, no hold bars. Oh crap, that's a lot.
Prison sock Bebo jelly ball or what?
Right, I am still trying on the Bebo jelly ball circumstance. Few people has told me some weird ideas, so we'll see where that takes us.
Take like a granola bar and some peanut butter and like rub it in a sock and then just wait.
What do you call it?
A nutter butter. I mean, come on. Oh, come on. I thought it was at least half funny.
It is, but my heart's breaking because now I don't want a nutter butter. I always want a nutter butter. I always want one. And now I don't.
You know, okay.
My heart's breaking. I'm sorry. It's hard to be joyful when your heart's breaking.
Hey, there you go. Toe sock. That kind of gives you multiple points of access, you know? Oh, my face is gonna hurt before it's over, dude. That's not cool.
That's great. No, that's excellent. All right, that's awesome. So, well, thank you everybody for showing up again. We do understand things are nuts and unpredictable, and we roll with the punches.
Don't give it to anybody, and stay healthy.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Hey, Kitten's toe sock idea. You could share.
Share?
Yeah. I mean, you got like 5 ports to share off the sock.
What about the Vibram toe socks?
Oh. Oh gosh.
Oh man, guys, we love you. Reese, we're glad to hear you're doing okay. Kenton, thanks for showing up. Wizard,
glad you're good. Glad you made it out.
Wizard's good to see you too. Scoots, glad you came back. Bubba says hi too. Bud, if you still with us, sir, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for showing back up. Joe Catapano, sir. And everybody. Know what? Reese, why you screaming no? I know.
She's saying no about sharing from the sock porch, man.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right. Guys, you all have a good one. Dwight, love you, man. We'll see everybody again soon, all right?
All right, bud. Later.
Right.
Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.